Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here. It's late. I've been gaming all day. That's my Christmas. We game. Board games, that is. So I'm back and it's late, so I got to do a quick video. So I just thought I'd hit a few interesting news items that came out today. I don't have time to do anything super in depth or even look at a video. I got to get this up. So these are just a couple of news items I thought were interesting. Emma Thompson calls out Hollywood sexism. You get past 50 and you're invisible. Is that true? Yeah, kind of. For actresses, sure. I mean, look, Hollywood is a fantasy. It always has been. If you're going to ruin the fantasy, why would people go see the movie? Um, and it's always funny that people worry about this stuff when they get that old. You know, you don't see a lot of 20-year-olds running around saying, "Yeah, it's a shame that 50-year-old women don't get my job." No, they're too busy raking in the dough. And it's true. But, you know, the advantage is hot women, they shoot right to the top. They shoot right to the front of the line. They burn out and fade away. I mean, look at Megan Fox. Oh my God, was she hot? So hot. Still very hot. But man, when she hit, it was like you couldn't see enough of her. When she hits 50, she'll probably still be good looking in that Linda Carter way. She has that look about her. I think she'll probably sustain herself. But look, Emma Thompson, she's a real actress. She's got some real chops on her. I'm sure she's not going to be hurting for roles. She'll be playing Queen Anne in something. So I think, yeah. What are you gonna do? You're gonna guilt Hollywood into making a bunch of movies with 50-year-old women in it that are gonna bomb at the box office. Or you're gonna have an audience of like 10. I mean, it's just the way life is. You got to make your money early when you're young. That's true in comedy. That's true for guys too, to a large extent. Yeah, 50-year-old guys like Clooney, and they get older, more distinguished, but not all of them. Not all of them. Not guys who are all ripped and muscly. Some of those guys go by the wayside too. Everybody's hit by age. Hollywood is what it is. Trying to change it and make it fair. I mean, it's just not going to happen. It's just about talent. And look, I am perfectly confident that Emma Thompson is talented enough that she could transition into, older roles or being a director. I mean, she's got a lot of talent. So I don't know why she's going down this path. Seems pointless to me. But what are you gonna do? Speaking of pointless, nurses dance in cringeworthy TikTok video at a time when hospitals are supposedly overrun due to beer virus. Yeah, this pisses me off too. They were showing a lot of these things over in the UK, and it just seems idiotic that they keep posting these videos. Why are you posting these videos, nurses and doctors? If you're so overrun, overworked, I get it. Maybe you're blowing off some steam or something, but I really don't want to see my medical professionals doing that, especially the more elaborate ones. I don't really think it's a benefit to the hospital or patients for you to do this. I think your time is better spent doing other things, ladies. Arkansas far-left journalists among 4 charged in BLM firebombings of police vehicles. Yes, useful idiots, you're going to jail. I told you it would catch up to you. I told you. You can't do these kinds of things. It's not a peaceful protest. And now that the Democrats don't need you, goodbye. I tried to warn you. I said don't join up. I said don't do these things, but you didn't listen. Here's a really bizarre one. This is another example of how disingenuous politicians are. Kamala Harris releases bizarre video claiming her family has celebrated Kwanzaa since her childhood. Now, Kwanzaa was invented in, according to this is the Gateway Pundit, 66. I thought it was later than that, but, I don't even remember hearing about it until, the 80s. So, the idea that, it's possible her family celebrated Kwanzaa all her life. It's possible, but a lot of it too seemed to be that she had more of a Hindi background because she's half Hindi, but no one's really sure, and that's what makes it sound so disingenuous. I don't know if it's true, but people on the internet really aren't buying it. And somebody replied, the funniest response I've seen so far reacting to obvious Kamala lie is, of all the things that never happened, this never happened the most. That's pretty classic. Kamala really should just stop trying. She is the ultimate whine ant and cannot. I mean, she just exudes dishonesty in everything she does. I don't believe it either. It's just the way she is. She's just incredibly dishonest and disingenuous, in my view. If she did something real, showed us something real in her life that might actually make us go, ooh, then maybe I'd believe it. But, her and Biden both, they're both living in a fantasy land of, this is our life, everybody. That's the one great thing about Trump. You knew almost everything he did, no matter how obnoxious. That was Trump. That was Trump, When Trump talked about stuff in his life, it was true. You know that almost everything that comes out of Kamala and Joe's mouth is like, okay, that's total BS. And speaking of BS, Republican congressman lashes out at Trump GOP colleagues for challenging Joe Biden's win, an utter scam. This guy's out of Illinois. Rep. Adam Kinzinger, and this is another, in my view, another rhino. This is a guy, he's elected in a pretty blue state, and he's trying to get in good with the rest of the Democrats in that state, I guess. I don't see the point in this. I don't see what it gets him. But this idea that there's no evidence of election malfeasance. I mean, Jesus, coming from a Republican, it just sounds so bad. And look, he's wearing a blue tie. That's usually what the Democrats do, buddy. You're supposed to be wearing the red tie. Remember? Red state? Red representatives? Just join the Democrats, dude. I mean, if you can't handle it, just switch over to the Dems. Nashville bombing person of interest, 63, gave house raided by FBI to a California woman, 29, for free last month. Feds investigate mysterious property deal and continue to search for motive in Christmas Day attack. That's bizarre. This is coming from the Daily Mail. Explosion occurred in Nashville Christmas morning. 3 people were injured. Severe damage was reported. Now, the New York Post said there were human remains, but I guess they haven't followed up on that yet or whatever. Cops have been called to the area a short time before the blast. When they arrived, they discovered the parked RV, playing a recording, claiming the vehicle would explode. The incident led investigators to a wild chase to determine the identity of the RV's owner. On Saturday, reports surfaced that a local man, Anthony Quinn Warner, was a person of interest. He reportedly owned the white RV, similar to the one that exploded, and federal agents were seen outside his house. The DailyMail.com can exclusively reveal he gave his house for free last month. Meanwhile, Tennessee governor has requested an emergency declaration from President Trump to support ongoing efforts and relief. I don't know why he needs Trump's help. That sounds like an Antifa guy. A guy who gave his house away? That sounds like an Antifa guy. Either that or he's dying and he's going out in a blaze of glory. They did not identify a suspect, but unmarried Quinn has been named in media reports, and a vehicle matching the one used in the bombing has seen parked up beside the 2-bed house in the Google Street View images. Oh, there it is there. In the state of Tennessee, you can deed a property to someone else without their consent or their signature or anything. What? I didn't even buy the house. He just deeded it over to me without my knowledge, so it's all very weird to me. That's about all I can say. Wow, that's weird. She didn't even know. Swing declined to say whether she had ever met Warner or whether she had family links to him, adding, "I've been told to direct everything to the FBI." Well, that's very strange. Very strange indeed. Although she's pretty cute, so I wonder if is she a OnlyFans girl? Could that have been it? Could he have been a simp for her? Holy cow, that would be crazy. So yeah, this is an ongoing thing. I'm glad no one was killed in this, but it's just crazy. It's just absolutely insane, the bombing. Continuing. Dem Rep Lee calls for $2,000 a month federal cash assistance benefit until end of pandemic. Yeah. In other words, communism. The problem with that is you'll never be able to cancel it. People will scream bloody murder. You can't cancel it. I'll die. I'll lose my house. I need that money. And of course, the entire economy would collapse. You can't give out that kind of money. I mean, look how much money it would have cost just to give out $2,000 one time. You know, you're talking, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. We just don't have it. You know, printing money. And look, you know, this is what socialists want. They want communism. That's the whole plan. Once you get people on $2,000 a month, yeah. And then $2,000 a month won't buy you anything. When you go to look for an apartment, it's going to be way more than $2,000 a month. It's going to start at like $4,000 a month because they know you already get $2,000 a month. You know, the apartments nobody wants to live in. Oh, they'll be $2,000 a month, at least $2,000 a month, maybe $1,500, so you have a little money left over for food or something. But those you won't want to live in something that's $1,500 a month if you get $2,000 a month. That's why people on the left are so stupid when it comes to economics. This won't work. Where are you going to get all this money? You think Facebook's going to pay for it? You think Twitter and all those $billion, Apple, they're not going to pay for this? They're not going to pay any taxes. Once they get you on this $2,000 a month, they own you. They own you. They'll tell you what to do. They'll tell you how to live. You ain't going to have any choices about anything because you're just going to do anything you can to get your $2,000. And you'll live in a hovel. Okay? And you'll be living paycheck to paycheck, hand to mouth. Because $2,000 won't buy you anything. In fact, those hovels will be more than $2,000 a month. You'll have to scramble just to make your rent and make extra money on top of that. It's just a pointless exercise. So hopefully this is going to be knocked down before it's even considered. Speaking of knockdown, humbugged. NBA Christmas Day ratings tank massively. Good, you friggin' commies. I hope the entire league goes out of business. I hope all of you go broke. I hope you have to beg us to come back. And the one caveat, if you come back, you have to say F you to China. F you to China. Stop showing your games in China. Never go to China again. And even if you do that, good luck getting your audience back. They're done with you. I'm going to get in trouble for saying this. Biden unlikely to cancel $50,000 in student loan debt. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. He knows they don't have the money. He didn't say anything to get to be president, you dummies. You think for a second Biden's going to come through on any of this? No way. You could pressure him all day and night. He ain't going to do it. He'll say, well, we don't have the money right now. That's what he'll say. He'll say anything. The guy's a liar. You think he's going to tell you the truth? Well, you know, not right now. Give us next year. We have to, give us 100 days. And then it'll be like, well, what about now? Well, oh, we got this crisis just happened. Oh, people are suffering. We can't worry about student loan yet. Oh, that's what's going to happen. That's what always happens. How many times you got to have this happen to you before you see it? That's why young people vote Democrat. They're idiots. That's why I did it. Oh, these guys sound cool. They're the underdog. Oh yeah, those big meanies, Republicans, they have all the money. I'm going to vote for a Democrat. They're going to fix things. Yeah, that's why. You get older, you get some money, you pay taxes, and you go, man, I'm paying a lot of taxes here. What the hell's up with this? You realize, oh, right. It's because the Democrats keep giving away money. And all those programs cost money. And they run rampant, and the crony friends get rich. Like, I can't vote for these guys anymore. That's what happens. It happens to everybody. Oh, but by all means, keep looting and marching and screaming. I'm sure Joe's gonna just respond to that. I'm sure he's not gonna throw you in jail. No, no, no. You keep being useful idiots or harmful morons, is my new term. Harmful morons. That's what that's what the left is. I gotta go to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Me and Joan will have some new videos. Hopefully, something's gonna break with Trump, the election. I don't know. Keep the faith, and we'll see you tomorrow.